Part 11, Night in Rose. Well, okay, so I feel like we're gonna fight her already, which is very interesting because most like I said, and I don't know, I don't think I mentioned this in the previous parts, but anyway, um, most of the chapters, you don't really fight the boss, obviously, until the last one. I mean, the last, near the, almost the end of the chapter. Um, Unless it's gonna be, I don't know, maybe a special chapter. I don't even know how they decide when the boss is, but obviously most of the chapters is just the final boss is mostly at the end, so this will be interesting. Okay, so let's see. The achievement is wish you a great day, speak to the familiar store staff, complete the stage. Okay. Looks like we're fighting using both frames, so this will be interesting. The cradle rocks above an abyss, and common sense tells us that our existence is but a brief crack of light between two eternities of darkness. Speak, memory. Wandering through the darkness, she was pulled into a dream. There, River was the dominant theme of what they had called family. It all began with the madness known as Project Herald. Christina, what's buried there is the seed of civilization. Your father went on a great mission. You must follow his path, trace his footsteps, and bring back his legacy. Only Dominic can lead humanity back to Earth. Christina and Norman had never seen Dominic in person. Whenever Charles spoke to her about such things, a single question would always linger in her mind. What kind of man was Dominic? According to the books, he was the founder and chief technician of the Science Council, the pioneer of gesto design theory, the proposer of cold fusion theory and practical application, and the creator of this first strong AI machine. Leveraging cold fusion, he had dragged humanity out of the Great Depression, facilitated the rise of the world government, and ushered in the Golden Age. They called Dominic a hero. Oh, just another hero. Or rather, the very first. But the hero died. He vanished without a trace inside Reactor 1. Oh, okay. I don't know why. See, okay, here's the thing. Like, it's very unpopular. Like, honestly, with the dominant thing, I was so confused because we've seen him, like, as a robot, and I was like, is he a human or, like, a robot or, like, something? So this is why I was so confused with the whole Dominic thing. Like, the legacy of the dead became a trophy to be fought over, and the fallen hero demanded a successor. And so, Dominic's successor was born out of necessity. Which is who? Don't tell me it's Teddy. Successor to Dominic, the property of Norman Mining Corp. What a complete joke. Dominic wasn't even a Norman. What are you talking about? Nothing. Keep such things to yourself, at least within these walls. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, she's so cute as a kid. A sigh escaped Edward in the lavish living room. A quiet lament for the unfair hand fate had dealt his daughter. I know that you... After a long hesitation, the rest of his sentence died on his lips. Father, are they also sending you to the surface for Project Herald? Yes, they are. Lowering himself to a crouch, Edward offered Christina a gently forced smile. When I come back, you'll be free. You could be anyone you want to be. But none of the previous heralds ever came back. I will come back. I promise you, my little Teddy. With those words, Edward departed, drawn away by the urgent calls from beyond the door. And he never came back. Oh my god, this. And the Norman family held a symbolic funeral for Edward. It did not rain that day. Babylonia's weather cycle rarely allocated precipitation, and the rules certainly did not orchestrate convenient rainfall for every moment of grief. So when tears streaked down Christina's face, she had no rainfall to blame then on. She had believed herself too composed to cry. She was convinced, in fact, that she had not shed a single tear. She simply stared, blank and unseeing, at the gravestone, a purely symbolic marker that didn't even hold her father's personal effects. It was only when Leonardo, standing beside her, gently pointed out that she realized her vision had blurred, her eyes welling with a grief she had refused to acknowledge. Christina turned to look at her brother. She had expected to find him in tears, but Leonardo was dry-eyed. He only revealed a sorrowful gaze, his vacant eyes containing nothing but grief. Nothing but grief. According to grounds, Christina and Leonardo caught a distant glimpse of Victoria. Oh, that was her name. I forgot. I thought her name was Christina. Not gonna lie. Man, it's been so long since her. It's been a few chapters since her war. So actually, a few months. So yeah, but like I said, I mentioned this. I'm bad with remembering all the lore. It's just so hard, like to remember all of it. Their younger sister stood beside Charles Norman. It was too far away for her expression to be clear. After a brief moment of eye contact, Victoria and Charles departed from the funeral. Following suit, the other mourners gradually dispersed. In the quiet that settled in their wake, Christina overheard the whispered conversations of the nearby guest. I always said I would have locked in her for a true legacy. It seems I was right. Dude, that's harsh. Did you hear? One of the Norman cousins, Oakley, I believe her name was, she simply couldn't stomach Project Herald, had a terrible fight with her family, and fled Babylonia altogether. Huh, can't say I blame her. Project Herald. Absolute madness. The Normans aren't forging a legacy, they're digging their own grave. The mourners drifted away until only Christina and Leonardo remained by the graveside. Aren't you going to leave? I'm going to shut down Project Herald. I won't let any more lights be thrown away for nothing. It won't be easy, but I swear, I will do everything I can. Christina remained silent, having no desire to respond. Soon, only the young girl was left at the funeral. Standing alone, she suddenly felt as though she were wandering through an endless darkness. Wandering through the darkness, she was pulled into a dream. She dreamed of the moment of her birth. Okay? Why? From behind the glass, the black-haired director of the third dark room watched. Another anxiety tightening in his chest. On the other side, the woman on the operating table arrived, her agonizing screams continuing unabated despite the frantic efforts of the doctor circling her. Push! That's it! I can see the head! Almost there! I'm not saying that. Okay, the head's out. Take a deep breath. Good. Don't push now. The infant's cries echoed through the operating room, announcing her arrival into the road. It's over. You've done well. Once an umbilical cord was cut, the doctor moved in to whisk a newborn away from its initial examination. Behind the glass, the man released a long, relieved sigh. Honey, see her. Oh, her mom died. Okay. Before the woman's request could be granted, the doctors discovered something unusual. Blood loss is excessive. She's not clotting. He immediately decided to act. It's postpartum hemorrhage. Get the crash cart. A sudden tension gripped the operating room. The man watched as the medic's mood shifted into urgent, purposeful burst. Oh, Teddy. Uterine Tony. Administer oxytocin. Oxytocin ineffective. Prepare for uterine packing. Surprised she can dream about birth. I thought, that was annoying. Well, I guess anything's possible. Yes, you're on. I'm sorry. We did everything we could. Oh, a look of bewilderment dawned in the man's eyes. Everything you could? What do you mean? There's a little time left. You should go in. Now. A hint of compassion tinged the doctor's voice. Young Zun entered the operating room. His gaze immediately found his wife's pale, exhausted face. Claire. She was barely clinging to life. Sen, let me see her. A yawn sent signal. The doctor brought their newborn daughter close. Claire's eyes locked onto the baby, and she struggled to lift a hand, her strength abandoning her. Seeing this, Yansan gently cupped his wife's hand and guided it to their daughter's cheek. Her eyes, they're just like yours. My little Monu. What? My It shouts at you. The light in her eyes faded away. Why? Why did she bleed out like that? Edward asked in the Starlight's corridor, his voice thick with bewilderment. The moment the words left his mouth, he recognized their futility. How's my wife now? He tried again, only to realize he asked for another futile question. I'm sorry, we were only able to save the baby. Edward's gaze drifted back to where Christina and Leonardo waited, and a wave of helplessness washed over him. How could he possibly tell his children? There's something else you should know. Oh, wait, is that your sister? Okay. It's about the baby's condition. What's wrong with her? It's a very rare condition called severe combined immunodeficiency. It's good, but that's treatable, isn't it? A bone marrow transplant is all we need. The doctor looked at the doctor at the third dark room, and the pang of cruelty shot through him at the thought of what he had to say. Normally, yes, but her variant is a rare mutation. The standard curative protocols, they're ineffective. Her T cells and B cells are not non-functional. It's a complete systemic failure. She has no adaptive immune system, no defense against any pathogen, bacterial, viral, fungal. So, you're telling me her entire life will be spent in a sterile room? The doctor turned his face away. Every ounce of his focus bent on forming a reply. Yes. What are you studying today? I'm reading elementary particle physics. You can comprehend the material? I'm managing. Charles' brow furrowed sadly. Managing is not the standard for a Dominic's successor. Oh my goodness. I never walked in at all since her first chapter, so you must comprehend it completely. This is the only way. This is the only way. I'm so sorry, Manu. Okay, so I'm guessing we're getting two past flashbacks, Manu's and Teddy's. Inside the stair room, the air infiltration system told him it's useless. Faint him. 4-year-old Manu fought to keep the sadness from her face. Fortunately, she was gifted with a mind far beyond her years. It allowed her to understand the guilt in the man's words. It's alright, I understand. She pressed her tiny hand against the glass. Staring at the small, delicate palm, Jansen crumbled, collapsing to his knees. With trembling hands, he placed his own palm against the partition, desperate to feel the warmth of Manu's hand. But all that met his skin was a cold, unyielding glass. I'm so sorry. What happened to Mother wasn't your fault. Christina offered soft comforts to the weeping man before her. Unfortunately, she was gifted with a mind far beyond her years. She understood the grim statistics of childbirth all too well, and so she chose to lock her grief away. It was as if her soul had risen above her body, looking down on the tableau of sorrow. Her English father, her mourning brother, and her grandfather with eyes squeezed shut. I still don't like her grandfather, like honestly. From that cold vantage point, a single, ill-timed thought formed. Years from now, will she completely forget what it felt like to be held in her mother's arms? What does an embrace feel like? What did you say? Jansen stopped typing, turning his gaze to Manu. She then pointed to the book in her hand by Camus and recited a line. But there are no limits to loving, and what does it matter to me if I hold things badly if I can embrace everything? Dad, what's an embrace feel like? Jansen was stunned, at a loss for words. An embrace feels like eternity. It's like, for that one moment, nothing else exists or will ever end. Was it like that when you held Mom in your arms? A gentle smile touched Jansen's lips, his eyes brimming with tender longing. Yes, exactly like that. Then I want to embrace you, too, Dad. That's... Disappointment crossed Manu's face. Isn't it out loud? Yes, of course you can. Half an hour later, Jansen cautiously entered the sterile room. Having undergone 3 separate sterilization procedures, he was sheathed in a transparent insulation suit. Oh. I don't know why she's in Like, I thought the baby should be fine, or I don't even know what's going on. Like, why is she in the sterile? But okay, he moved with a gentle, deliberate care, fearful of causing even the slightest infection in Manu's fragile state. When he offered an awkward embrace, she melted into it, allowing herself to believe, just for a moment, that everything could indeed become eternal. Nothing is eternal. Becoming a construct is the answer? You think that's eternal? Sometimes, talking to you is exhausting. Wow, straight to the ICU reception. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's hard to compete with the family of prodigy. A playful, exaggerated grin spread across Leonardo's face. It vanished the moment he caught Christina's cold, expressionless stare from across the room, and his demeanor sobered instantly. I'm not here to stop you. I suppose you've already run the Tantalum 193 compatibility test. It's just... Can't you just wait a little longer? You're still so young. Wait until when? Wait for a cure that doesn't exist? You... Johnson rose angrily, but his leg buckled beneath him. He caught himself, his hand flying to his thigh, in a gesture of pure frustration. I'm not sorry, Dad. I just want to know what the outside is like. A sigh escaped Johnson as he saw his shoulders. The world outside isn't what you imagine, Manu. Hasn't been for years. Not since the punishing virus. Let me start from the beginning. I'll tell you what the punishing virus is first. This is our reality now. The world governor has retreated to Babylonia, hiding behind its walls. Then, what about us? How long can this dark room base last? A note of panic crept into Manu's voice. Never once had she imagined the world she dreamed of seeing could be considered destroyed. At our current rate, 4 years. It's a problem I can solve. I can find a way. Don't worry, I still have some influence with the world government. If you want to see the outside, you could start by exploring it through the network. How does that sound? Out loud? Yes, but carefully. Anonymously is safest. I could teach you the fundamentals. Your father has a master's in computer science, you know. I learned all this during my doctoral studies, and I was the head of Project Connection. Not a bad teacher to have. Alright, teach me. You want to learn programming? Why? Just curious about it. Does the old man know? He doesn't need to know everything. With quiet composure, Christina took a sip of red tea before she spoke. Fine. Well, as it happens, I have something for you. It's a virtual reality rig. You can use it to explore coding environments. I'll bring it over later. Boring. A little gratitude wouldn't kill you. I'm trying to help. How's Project Herald coming along? The same. Not a single successful candidate in any batch. I heard that. Despite his hesitation, he forced himself to speak up. Father's name might be on the short list for the next batch. I did it, Dad. I hacked the registry. You're on the list for the next transport to Babylonia. Just like that? Anson could only stare, utterly stunned. He was no stranger to his daughter's genius. She had surpassed his own abilities in just 2 years. Yet the reality of her successfully hacking Babylonia's registry system was beyond anything he had ever conceived. I had a lucky break. Their data isn't live linked to that Jessel system. They only do batch updates during set scheduled syncs. You did well. Dad, when will you come back? Soon, I hope. Or it could be a very long time. When I come back, you'll be free. You can be anyone you want to be. Why didn't you come back? Oh my god, the peril. Christina sat on a boundless plain, her gaze fixed on the artificial sun in the distance. The words were a soft murmur, meant for no one but herself. As Dominic's successor, she was forbidden from showing any weakness. Here, in the emptiness of virtual space, was the only place she could retreat to soothe her grief. Well, didn't expect to find a space like this. Nice view. A voice suddenly came from behind her. Who's there? Christina whirled around, startled to see a purple-haired woman curiously appraising her virtual space. Teddy? What a weird ID. It's not weird at all. Fine, you win. It's not that bad. Who are you? Why are you here? Just call me the Unwinged. I'm just browsing the network. What about you? What's a brat like you doing crying in here? I wasn't crying. Hahaha, whatever you say. That was the first time they met. An encounter filled with tension. Oh my god, I don't really like her. 3 layers and firewalls? Huh? A bit basic. Oh, now this trap has some teeth. Too bad it only caught my zombie. With effortless ease, the Wing did bypass Teddy's defense protocols and entered the virtual space again. Teddy, however, didn't so much as turn around, continuing to sunbathe as she were alone. A beach this time, huh? Definitely an upgrade from the snowfields. Shut up, gloomy woman. The unwinged pressed her lips. Don't give me strange nicknames, you snippy little brat. My name is Monu. Christina. I brought you a rose. I can generate roses too, you know. Teddy raised a single hand, and the data streams coalesced in her palm, slowly weaving themselves into the form of a rose. Not like this. Ever heard of a holographic imaging technology? Mimicking Teddy's gesture, she raised her right hand. The data streams that appeared in her palm were vastly more numerous and complex. At the center of this digital storm, a glass-like card solidified into existence. It has a special property. Simple version, the stored image has true volume. Change your angle, and you see a different side. The rose inside the glass card appeared incredibly real. With a slight rotation of her wrist, hidden petals came into Teddy's view. And besides, the glass card shattered with a sharp crack. Every piece still holds the whole picture. Amid the swirling shards in the sky, a dozen roses shimmered in the light. I really like it. Kira gets so much better and better with, like, the effects and stuff. Yo, I'm back. Not even a firewall to greet me this time? What's the point? You just tear it down anyway. Don't be like that. It's good practice for you. Oh, so I guess they were... childhood friends, I guess? As the years passed and the blur of shared experiences, the relationship deepened. What had begun in a very wary hostility gradually become a sanctuary of shared secrets. For the first time in her life, Teddy found herself with a real friend. I wonder how they fell apart, or they not fell apart, like they separated. I wonder why. And then I'll take the construct modification surgery tomorrow. Doesn't that hurt like hell? No. You're really going through with it? I wanted to do it years ago, right after my father died. Oh, right around when we first met. Yeah, Leonardo talked me out of it back then. You actually listened to him? Teddy rolled her eyes at the unwinged. I don't know how he did it, but he actually managed to make the Norman Mining Corp scrap project herald. I'll admit, that was impressive. I've been gathering intel at the Corp, blackmail material for the future. It might take a while, though. So you can break free from them? Maybe. But I suppose that doesn't really matter. It's just trading a small cage for a bigger one. There's nowhere to truly escape to. It's still better than only knowing one cage. At least, you'll be able to spread your wings. The unspoken meaning behind her words landed with Teddy. And what about you, Miss Doom and Gloom? Me? What cage are you trapped in? Hahaha, who knows? Maybe I'm stuck on the moon or something. Frustrated by the constant invasiveness, Teddy abandoned subtlety and demanded a straight answer. When the time comes, I'll leave Babylonia and find you. On the surface. I never said I was on the surface. Panic edged the unweighted voice as she responded. We've known each other for years. I'm not an idiot. Manu, let's set a time and place to meet in person. We'll talk about that later. When Janssen returned to the third dark room, he was confined to a wheelchair, his hair having turned white. Only his piercing purple eyes remained unchanged. He brought with him advanced construct modification technology. Manu, do you have any requests for your frame? Manu lay on the operating table, gazing at the blinding surgical lights before closing her eyes. In the darkness, her mind conjured the pink-haired girl from a virtual space. Could you give me a pair of wings, even if they're broken? After the modification, would she finally be able to go see her? When they met again in the virtual space, they took a moment to study each other's frames. So, you begun a construct, too. It's just more convenient this way. I left Norman Mining Corp. That bastard Leonardo, he lied to me when calling back to claim his inheritance. I've already spoken with the engineering force, attending to the surface on a mission with them. A trial run, basically. Doesn't matter, I'll ditch them when it's over and meet you to here. Teddy shared the time and location with the unwinged, but her words were met only with the unwinged blank stare into the distance. Hey, did you get all that? Of course. Then what's with the 1,000 light-year stare? It's just hard to believe the crying child from all these years has grown up. Stop talking to me like some wise elder. It's gross. Oh my goodness, I love Teddy. Manu stared at the door of the third dark room, drawing a nervous breath. Then she stepped outside. I can smell grass. It's different from the simulations in virtual space. For over 20 years, since the moment of her birth, she had been waiting. Now she was finally taking her first true step into the world. What kind of world is this going to be? Come, see it with your own eyes. Come, feel it with your own hands. Little bird, you are free. Spread those broken wings and fly. The swarm of drones attached to her body and unleashed brilliant jets of flame, lifting her from the ground. Manu soared skyward, her hair whipping wild in the wind as she felt it rush across her bionic skin. A smile ballooned across her face. She leaned forward, adjusting the thrust of her drone wingsuit as she danced through the air. And then she saw with her own eyes. Blood and fire, ruins and wreckage. The crimson fire spread across the land. Something was crumbling. What kind of world is this? Night had already fallen when Manu returned to the dark room. Brushing past the researchers' greetings, she headed to the sterile room that had been her home for over 20 years. But something was different. Something had changed. At a long, hazy moment, she realized what it was. Oh, it's the air conditioning system. No, the noise is gone. Of course, it was signed now that she no longer lived there. The noise that had plagued her for 2 decades, the sound had become a part of her, had simply vanished. This world out here, is it really a good place for her? She wondered if she should go meet Teddy after all. The meeting time was fast approaching, yet Manu remained undecided how to face Teddy. Might as well meet her first, I guess. Dread weighing on her every step, she forced herself toward the meeting point. Beep, beep. Suddenly, her terminal chirped. Dad? It was Teddy's first time on the surface. She stared, a tumult of feelings stirring within her. The fresh footprints she had pressed in the soil, a lone disturbance amidst the wild, unburdened weeds. I can smell soil. It's different from the simulations in virtual space. Someone nearby noticed Teddy. So you're the newbie. Oh my gosh, this is her first time on the surface? Name's Karenita. Just stick with me on this one and you'll be fine. Just as she had once waited and waited for her father, Tiny now waited for the unwinged who never came. She wanders in darkness. A cold tide of it turns around her, heavy with the undertow of the memories. Pages from the past turn, one by one. But she refuses to look. She just curls tighter into herself, letting the void dissolve her. What a complete joke. The cradle rocks above an abyss, and common sense tells us that our existence is but a brief crack of light between 2 eternities of darkness. Speak memory. Dang, that was really long for chapter, and then we're gonna straight into the battle. Okay. With Johns, yeah, it was because we need to live and, survive. Because the world involves money. Okay, we're doing this again. It seems like. We're doing the same thing again. Morning, Teddy. Aren't you going to be late? Watch out for your perfect attendance. Aren't you late too? I took the day off. You seem in comp time. Oh? Okay. So, there's achievement. I think they were just about we had the secret staff. So, I don't even know who is the secret staff, but We'll just keep going. Okay, so this one, I believe, Karanita again. We'll talk to her. Oh, so do we remember our choice from the first time? Okay, I actually like that detail. Okay, because this is what I chose in, I don't know what part of this chapter, but yeah, this is the one I chose. Oh, I guess it was obvious. Another one, gone foot, blah blah blah. Are we repeating this? Oh yeah, we are repeating this. It's because of Munu. I really don't understand her reason for this, like, just to be trapped in here, but you know, that is what it is. So there's no secret achievements, I believe, in here. So we're just gonna wait. What the heck is this? Oh, we'll just keep on going. I don't really feel like talking to anyone. I don't know how you can go over. Oh, you have to wait. Oh. Okay, and then go over here, blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to talk to that person because, ugh. Attain error. What is with this? Oh, it says commandant. Okay, level 20. EXP. Attain error. I don't even know what this means. Don't go to work? What the heck? Oh, I thought we were exiting. Time to go to work. I don't want to go to work. Yeah, she's trying to keep us here. This is ridiculous. Let me see. Chip, blah, blah, blah. Again? So quiet. Just like always. And then let me see if we can... it's probably... Remember to get a coffee. You know what? We'll just go with either one. Butter flavors? Fine. I'll go with cocoa and... I'll go with cocoa. I'm just guessing it's chocolate, I guess. You should not pass? That's just... oh wow. No, no, no. What the heck is all these words? Break the habit. Oh, so it's maybe like break the cycle, I guess? Break. Oh, no. I hate time loops. I mentioned this in like some of my previous videos where I hate time loops. Well, it's just so repetitive at this point. Like I know that's the whole point, but I don't like repetitiveness. Hack almost complete, blah, blah, blah. And then, oh, I don't even want to talk to that. Hack successful. Go to work properly. What is with this? Not quite right. Oh, now we're in our new phone. New frame, sorry. But she is just, look at her. She is so pretty. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Oh my goodness. I always like this hairstyle where it has these two little, like these balls things. Can we even, okay, let's see. Aren't you going to be late? Watch out for your perfect attendance. I don't know. I just think it's so cute. Like, one half circle thing. Let's see. Okay, looks like there's no one in here. So we'll just go up and then we go here. Wow. Okay, looks like they disappeared again. I really want to know why Mona's motive for this. Like, why is she trying to keep Teddy here? No, I don't want to talk to her. Run? Oh shit. Supposed to run? Okay. I'm creeped out. Wait, where? Oh. I'm not sure if we're supposed to go back in there or what. The heck is going on? Oh. Nora? Who is this? Perfectly normal. What? Dang, this part is very long. Jeez. Oh my god, dude. Can we stop with repetitiveness? Let's see. And then just talk again, I guess. When am I gonna show up? Like, when am I gonna show up, dude? Oh, that's a secret one. Okay, like I said, see, you never know. Just keep going. Oh my goodness. Why is she keeping us here? So, oh my god. So I just keep going down here again. Oh, I don't want to go back. It's ridiculous. I'm guessing maybe Monu's just filled with grief that probably why she's doing this to Teddy. She doesn't want to lose anyone else. Just that's what I'm guessing, but oh great, we have more? Oh my goodness, it's like the sound of the door opening startles Teddy awake. A deep An instinctual feeling whispers that this isn't the first time she woken up today. She sees Monu step inside, 2 bags of bread in hand. Hungry? I got bread. Bread and more bread. Monu is her usual self, yet a spark of wariness flashes through Teddy. This inexplicable caution leaves her frozen for a moment. What's with that blank stare? Monu tosses the bag of bread onto the bed, snapping Teddy out of her trance. I don't remember giving you a key. Guess you'll use an electronic lock. Lock? Behind me. Who taught you everything you know about network programming? A self-taught genius. Bingo. So, standing before you is at least half your teacher, and your prize for the right answer. He delivers a totally off-topic response while rummaging through the kitchen cabinets. It's a cup of my hand-brewed tea. Seriously, where do you hide your tea leaves? Ah, got them. Teddy rises to dress, listening to the sound of Monu boiling water for tea in the kitchen. For a fleeting moment, this peaceful domestic city feels almost surreal. Such moments were rare in the Norman family. Meals were prepared by chefs and eaten under the servants' watchful guise, with proper table manners strictly followed. Everyone was performing the rigid pre-assigned roles in the grand play of being a Norman. It was strange to think how a family, once a mere mining corporation before Dominic sucked it in as allies, had accumulated so many aristocratic customs. New money, it seemed, could indeed be polished into old nobility. Mother returns from the kitchen, placing the freshly brewed tea before her. So what's the real reason for the dawn raid? Do I need a reason? Maybe I just wanted to see your morning scowl. Teddy took a deliberate sip of the tea. Your brew is horrible. They finished their breakfast in the drowsy haze at early morning. Case files are thin. The bureau actually approved the day off. So, feel like getting some air? The faint chirping of sparrows drifts through the window, and Teddy turns to see several of them chattering on the windowsill. No cases? Really? Yeah, so we might as well go out for some fun, you know? With Mona's urging, Teddy finally accompanies her out of the apartment. Together, they cross the overpass, wait for green lights at intersections, and order bubble tea like the most ordinary young woman. If I wanted if I wanted boba, I would just go for mango, okay? But I don't really drink tea. It's not really my thing. I just more like a mango smoothie. Around then, Elysian's commercial engine never stops humming. Shopping malls bulge with bustling crowds. As they walk, they pass a plaza taken over by an anime convention, where teenagers in elaborate costumes sing and dance with uninhibited joy. Oh, I know that character. She gestures toward a muscular man dressed in a red and blue bodysuit. Everyone knows Superman, and there's that creepy bad guy too. Oh my god, creepy bad guy. Okay, I heard someone that wants to devise an elaborate plan to breach multiple security layers just to reach the central building's rooftop. All to check if there was a spotlight that projected a bat symbol. Is there really one up there? Of course not. On the outdoor screen, an anime promotional video plays. In it, a young man in a yellow jacket walks with a white-haired hacker girl under a moonlit in the sky. The theme song swells, filling the plaza. Because I really want you to stay here. The soft plastic of the bubble tea straw yields, denting and flattening under the pressure of her teeth. Do you want me to stay here with you, too? Manu's hand, which had been stirring dice in her cup, freezes mid-motion. You're thinking of changing jobs? Yeah, any suggestions? The straw circles her glass once more as a smile breaks across Monu's face. Whatever works. I can tag along and quit with you. I can understand why, but she needs to face reality, dude. Rising in the glass elevator, they watch the city transform into a distant tapestry of light. Stepping out, they are drawn into an elegantly decorated dessert shop, where the highlight is a taste of the limited edition cake. So this is what Sacher Tort tastes like. They wander into a theater, pick a movie purely on a whim. I still think Iron Wolf is stronger. Oh my gosh, yeah, he doesn't match up to immortal mouth. Motor mouth? I don't know if they're referring to Thor or something like that. Or is this Black Widow? I don't know. I think it's Thor, since he's kind of immortal anyway. They enter an arcade and settle in for a showdown at the King of Kickers 98's cabinet. How are you so good at fighting games? This is just child's play for a genius like me. They step into an electronics store. This camera looks pretty nice. The value for money isn't there. Even a rich girl like you worries about value for money? Seriously, let's check out. They walk into an accessory shop. Is there anyone you want to buy a gift for? For who? You know, someone special. That sort of thing. I mean, could be, commandant. Us, me. There must be someone, right? A familiar figure flashes through Teddy's mind. You owe me so much already, so asking you to promise me just one thing isn't too much, is it? Yeah, it's niece. That's what I said. Who's that? That expression says it all. I knew it. On the street, Manu's camera rises, capturing the scene. Hey. Teddy turns at the sound. The shutter clicks, capturing her profile in a flash. The photo transforms the city lights into layered streaks and smears his passerby into ghosts. Teddy alone stands in stark, relative clarity. It's out of focus. It's all digital noise, and your shutter speed is completely off. You clearly don't know the first thing about photography. Not everyone's a privileged young lady who's an expert in everything. The day gradually slips away as they wander about. They find themselves back in the plaza where they first began, now transformed. The anime convention's winding down. The big screen has gone dark, no longer cycling through vibrant animation clips. Now, only a raw punk song echoes across the vast space. In time, I want to be your best friend. Teddy watches Manu under the streetlight, where a misty, dreamlike glow envelops her. You're very cheerful today, more than you used to be. Am I that different? More like an actual living person now. I thought that look of doom and gloom was a permanent fixture on your face. Want to go check out the rooftop of the central building? Why there? We might run into creepy bat guy there. Who knows? Sure. The central building's elevator takes 3 minutes to reach the top floor. Longer still with stops. Pressed among strangers, Teddy and Manu keep their silence. Floor 12. Wow. The doors apart and seal again. 15. Oh, wait, what? I'm really loving the effects. Okay. The crowd begins to thin. 19. They lean into opposite walls and mirror tension. 20. Are they getting out or some not getting out? Okay. Their eyes carefully avoid meeting. 24. Is that their stop? No, it's not. Through the glass, the seascape below softens into a smear light. 28. Oh, great. Overhead, lights stutter, neglected for far too long. 30. Shadows warp in the walls, stretching into grotesque, comical shapes. 35. Okay, now they're off. Okay. How many floors is this? The last of the other passengers disembarks, leaving only Teddy and Manu in the elevator. The faint, grinding hum from the elevator shaft sets Manu's nerves on edge. The door slides open onto the top floor. Ahead, a small terrace door stands partially ajar. Around the corner, a final flight of stairs leads up to the rooftop helipad. The night wind sweeps in, cool and insistent, tossing their hair. Well, looks like there's nothing here. Yeah, absolutely nothing. Should have brought some snacks. Not like food would help anyway. Ah, right. Constructs can function just fine without eating. A strange emotion hangs in the air. Sadness, perhaps? Manu draws an electrolytic vape from her pocket. She takes a long pull, the vapor passing through her artificial lungs before she exhales a shimmering, meditative cloud. You know, that's not what I mean. Manu's hand trembles at Teddy's words, but a glimmer of hope remains in her eyes. She exhales a plume of smoke that the night breeze snatches away, vanishing in an instant. Her barely audible whisper fades with it, into nothingness. Please. I brought you a rose. Please stop. Hetty raises her right hand and tosses the glass card into the air. Has it really had to come to this? Amid the throwing shards in the sky, 1,000 roses shimmer in the light. Oh? I've been thinking for a long time. Why do you have to erase my memories? Why go to such extremes to play these games? Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Manu, what are you people really plotting against Babylonia? Oh! Ew. Oh my god, I love it. For a distance, the sound of mesh footsteps approaches. With each step, a man of fury burning in his eyes draws nearer. Fuck. Fuck it all. I choose the truth. Huh? Wow, was not expecting that. Oh? I couldn't help myself, so it's not really my fault, right? Why do I see Kiranita everywhere? Really, who don't want to take a look or two? Or many, when they see an engineering force captain selling milk tea. I couldn't help myself, so it's not really my fault, right? My database must be overloaded with too many of her highlights, making her appear whenever I look. Time to clear my collection. Since she did give me a little hint, I picked one that's not too embarrassing for you. Feel free to show it to her. I'm looking forward to her reaction. Wow, I was not expecting that to pop up. But, okay. Wow, that was really long for part of a chapter. Wow, okay.